So you've got two.
Oh, I thought it was just Fan Bingbing.
No, it's Penelope Cruz as well.
What? You're joking. Hello and welcome to W Rated, where we willingly watch the world's worst rated movies. Today, you've joined us on our road to Razzies, a special run of episodes looking at the nominations for the worst films of 2022, according to the controversial Golden Raspberry Awards. For new listeners, I'm Daisy, and as always, I'm joined by podcast co-creator, host, and editor Claire. Claire, do you want to tell us what film we're talking about this episode?
We are talking about The 355, directed by Simon Kinberg, from a screenplay by Kinberg and Teresa Rebeck. It has a 24% score on Rotten Tomatoes for critics and 86% for audiences. Quite a difference. And is 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It has 2 nominations in this year's Razzies, both for Worst Supporting Actress. Fan Bingbing is nominated, who returns from The King's Daughter, bad year for Fan Bingbing, and Penelope Cruz is also nominated as Worst Supporting Actress.
Well, I mean, I could recreate my absolute shock of hearing this nomination for Penelope Cruz, but I will save people's eardrums, although I don't know if Claire's going to drop it in the edit.
Probably going to put it at the start of the episode.
I'm really shocked about Penelope Cruz. I don't know if it's because I didn't know going in, and so I was really laser focused on Fan Bingbing. Although I'm now noticed she's credited as Bingbing Fan, but that's because it's round. No. But I think that's the English way of saying her name versus I'm not sure where she's from.
I want to say Japan, but I might be wrong. Chinese. I was wrong. She's Chinese.
So I don't know. I mean, she's listed as Bingbing Fan on IMDb. So maybe it's Razzies' fault. Maybe we got that from Razzies.
On Wikipedia, she's Fan Bingbing.
Okay, so I think it's just it's like an English versus East Asia way of pronouncing the name. So, because I was laser focused on her, I maybe didn't pay as much attention, but I thought she was fine. Like she's playing the only civilian in a cast full of assassins, essentially.
I also thought Fan Bingbing was fine as well.
I agree. I also thought she was fine. I actually think it's a little bit insulting for her to be nominated because it feels like an attack on her accent.
I definitely thought that too, because she is speaking English, but she has a very pronounced Chinese accent because she is a Chinese actress, but she speaks beautiful fluent English, and it did feel like it was an attack on her accent.
Because what else did she do wrong? Not even that's wrong, sorry, badly phrased, but what did she do wrong?
That was different to the others.
That was different to everyone else other than her accent. Yeah. So I'm not a massive fan about that.
No. I mean, I'm down for saying that neither of these nominations are warranted. The film itself, it's not the worst thing I've seen, but it wasn't great.
No, but I liked it. I think
it was fun. I don't like action films. We all know I don't like action films.
Well, it's interesting you say that. This is it. I'm not a huge action fan. I definitely like them more than you do. But colour me simple feminist. I just enjoyed seeing a bunch of women do stuff for once.
That was it. I was like, let the women be women. Sometimes they wore suits. We all know how I feel about women in suits.
I really liked Diane Kruger's velvet strapless
and
jumpsuit.
I'm so in and out on Diane Kruger because I feel like she gets miscast or just terrible roles a lot.
I don't know if I've seen her in much else.
National Treasure.
Oh, I don't even remember her in that. She the main girl in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. She's just one of those faces that just over me. She's in Glorious Bastards.
Yeah. And she's great in that, but then she's also been in some absolute drivel. So it's nice. I feel like, opinions about the film aside, I think this role gave her something to do, which was nice.
I think she was my favourite in this.
My favourite is always Jessica Chastain, just because I am deeply, intensely in love with Jessica Chastain.
It's Jessica Chastain, to be fair.
How can you not be in love with her? But Diane Kruger was probably better.
And it's just, I saw a lot of reviews that were like, this set feminism back however many years. And look, it's not like groundbreaking, but people say, oh, they want women to just have the same roles as men and it not be a big deal. For me, that felt like this. There might have been some a bit cliche cheesy stuff to say, like when she's like, oh, I've got my friends now and whatever.
And
but
when
it
she
was never...
at the start of the movie, when she sleeps with Sebastian Stan, I was like, come on now, guys.
Well,
that whole subplot was a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was stupid. But I'm just talking about like people slagging off like the women stuff. It wasn't the shot in Endgame. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like this manufactured. I mean, again, I just thought it was just like, yeah, maybe we're the lowest common denominator for feminism.
I'd just like to see women in suits doing things. Yeah, I'm sorry,
like, we will take crumbs at this point. That's the problem.
Take crumbs.
But I just feel like it's just, I think people love to say stuff like that, and it's just like, okay, so this is the kind of thing we want, right? We want more women fronted stuff. You have to acknowledge that they're women, like. And apparently that's too on the nose for you. And it's just like, to me, I was just like, I feel like that's a bit stupid. Like, I'm the first, I would be one of the first people to be like, this is cringe. This is too much. But I was just like, oh God, she made it, like, there was shots where they all joined together and they were a team and things like that. One shot. Other than that, I was just like, it feels like double standards. Because if that had been all the stuff you're complaining about,
everyone was fine with it in the Expendables.
Yeah, exactly. It's just cliche. It's nothing to do with them being women. I don't think there was anything there at cliche stuff. Like, I just thought it was women being women in those roles, which, shock horror, is different to how men look in those roles. When women are undercover, they wear pretty dresses and heels. Like, she's trained. Did
no one watch Alias? She wore the best wigs.
It's just like, I don't know, there's just some, and I mean, I'd call that out as an example that might not even be what people are getting at, but that's what I mean. I don't know what people are saying other than, oh, women aren't, oh no, all women together, that's orchestrated, that's too cliche. It's just like, hold on, so do you want them there, or do you want women or not? I
think the problem is, this film isn't great. It's not bad.
No, well, this is it.
It's very mid, and the problem is that then people were like, "Well, we told you women can't do things. See, you let a bunch of women get together, and it was a weak film, so it's proving if you had a man there." And it's like, no, like if you let women do things, then we, like men, will have some hits and we'll have some failures, because there's plenty of male-fronted films that are also pretty mid, if not terrible.
Yeah,
and not every, and it's that whole thing of like, how like Asian, when Crazy Rich Asians came out, and they were like, we can't be the only film for Asian people, like there have to be other things to represent other people. And the more we allow greater representation, the more we're gonna have to leave room for error. And it's frustrating that this was a bit of a,
it's like the standard. You're right, what you've said is exactly what I was thinking. It's the standard that people expect, and then lay the blame as an example on it and use it as it's just unreal. Like, it's just really silly. And to be honest, I think the weakest thing for me in this film was Sebastian Stan. So get rid of him out of that. But I mean, what was I going to say about some of this stuff?
I too would sleep with him though.
I do find him very attractive, but maybe he's good because I just found him really like repulsive in this film. So maybe he did do his job right.
I struggle to find him as attractive as I do when he's the Winter Soldier, because every man looks better with long hair and eyeliner.
And a bionic arm.
No, that would scare me. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the way that they've...
but he is vile in this film, and he seems so fake. And so, like, I was like... I think as well, one of the problems, and we can talk about the director and screenwriter Simon Kinberg in a second, everything's so telegraphed. I think that's also a problem. Like, you knew exactly where, or I did anyway, I knew exactly where the film was going at all times. But again, that's probably like 80% of action films, if not
exactly
films. And I was enjoying the sets, I was enjoying the actresses, I was enjoying their chemistry. I think it was really nice, and like, I love that this idea for this film came from Jessica Chastain. Because she worked with Simon Kinberg on X-Men Dark Phoenix, and she wanted to do like a female-led action film because she consistently talks about the fact that there just aren't roles for women out there.
Yeah.
Like, and she wants good roles, and she's such a supporter of other women in the industry.
Yeah.
So I think it was really nice, and it was lovely to see all of these women of various stages of their career come together and be like, you know, we don't care who has top billing as long as we're all on the poster. I mean, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I felt like on screen it didn't seem like any of them were fighting each other to have centre stage. It felt like they had good chemistry, and I think that's great. I mean, I also loved Ocean's 8 though, so, you know.
I did too.
Good.
And I think Lupita did a great job in this as well. Like, and also if we're gonna come for people's accents, maybe I just really find English accents grating because it reminds me of my own.
Yeah, sometimes I don't mind English accents if there's more than one. It's when there's just one, you're like, do we sound like that?
Yeah, it's like, is this me? Is this what we sound like? But yeah, she had to deal with like quite a big thing happened to her character towards the end, which was quite shocking. And I think that shot of her,
beautiful,
she's great.
She's an amazing actress, and yeah, it's nice to see her. You know, yeah, this isn't the best film ever, but it's nice to see her in something that isn't Star Wars, where she's just behind a mask or some CGI.
Yeah,
like,
or Black Panther.
Yeah,
like she's good in Black Panther, but yeah, this was nice to see her doing something. I mean, she's a bit actiony in the first Black Panther, I suppose.
Yeah, that is true.
This is a very different kind of character that I've seen her do before. So yeah, no, I really liked her in this.
But yeah, I think Simon Kinberg, just you at the start said you had not seen X-Men Dark Phoenix.
I have not.
He also wrote a lot of the other X-Men films. I think he wrote the third X-Men film. He wrote X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay.
What else?
Don't remember liking that one.
No.
I felt like it was a massive waste of all of the people in it.
I will be coming to a podcast soon talking about that.
Oh, really?
Later in the year. In the year. What else he did? He wrote Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay. He wrote Jumper. He wrote Fantastic Four 2015, your fave.
I'm really going to have to rewatch that one.
Sorry, I just always bring it up. He, for whatever reason, does a lot. I know I went to an event for Dark Phoenix that he spoke at, and he is deeply passionate about the X-Men franchise and stuff like that. Like, it was his childhood. So I think he is very knowledgeable about it. And it seemed like, you know, he was really eager on this as well. I think he sets out with the best intentions, but I don't think he actually always knows how to get the best at the edit. You know how like you do your dailies, and then when it comes together and you'll see your edit, and you're like, I feel like he maybe leaves it to find the story in the edit a bit too much.
Well, I was about to say, a knowledgeable person about characters and other stories does not make you a good storyteller per se.
Yeah. So I don't think he's a bad storyteller. I feel a little bit weak, but a lovely guy.
Well,
I like that he took a chance on an all-female film.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, I personally didn't really have much problem with the story, other than I thought it was a little bit cliche, and I just kind of resented every time Sebastian Stan came on the screen because I just wanted to look at the women doing their stuff. I was a bit like, oh, you're really smarmy, and you're like that classic cliche double-cross villain, like, go away, stop making Jessica Chastain cry.
Yeah. But cliches are cliches for a reason. They work. You get the point.
And but like, I was just so much more interested in what the women were doing. Yeah. So
which I think is also really good, and why these nominations are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it was a classic MacGuffin situation, right? But how many of those have we had before? It was all men. It was nice to see these actresses, and Penelope Cruz and Fan Bingbing included, but particularly Penelope Cruz. I really liked her.
I just don't know how anyone could ever say Penelope Cruz is a bad actress.
Right? Like, she plays a civilian who gets caught up in all of this. She and she has I would argue, the clearest character arc in that, spoilers ahead, but she, you know, gets caught up in this. She has a young family at home. She can't cope with it. And then she's the one that at the end shoots the bad guy.
Yeah. So
I think that's, you know, for me, that was I think
there's one slight criticism of her, but I don't think this is, I mean, maybe it is what the Razzies are getting at, I don't know. But there was criticism that she is playing a Colombian person when she herself is Spanish, and there is a lot of issue within the Spanish and Latin communities of that flip-flopping. There's a lot of times that people use Spanish actors to play Latin American roles, so I can understand if people have a problem with that. I can see, because I actually
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'd known it and forgotten it again, like I always, and it's the same with Antonio Banderas. He is Spanish. He is not Mexican, Colombian, any of
Donkey, that's Spanish. That regularly rolls around in my head. Donkey, that's Spanish.
But yeah, so I can understand if people have a criticism of that, but her actual acting ability, wonderful.
Yeah, and I particularly loved when she was just like, I don't know how to flirt. And can you imagine Penelope Cruz not being confident? Like, I was like, this is great acting, because her pretending not to know how to flirt, Penelope Cruz, sure. And then she just
instantly
switches.
Be the best flirter in the world.
And it was great. I really liked that little scene, because you could see it must be so hard as an actor at all, like being able to do that double bluff thing. Where you're like, or acting something as your character when you're acting it as your person, like that, the multiple layer thing. I think she did it. Like, I personally really loved that scene. So
like, I'm not busting to see it again, but at the same time, if you told me they were making a sequel, I'd probably watch the sequel. I think the issue, this wasn't originally meant to be a streaming film. This, for me, felt like it should have been on a Netflix, a bit like Red Notice and Six Underground. It should have been in that vein, whereas I think this is very much made for like the big screen, and then because of COVID it got kind of a mixed release.
I see.
But yeah, I don't know. Just let women be women and shoot people if they want to.
Let them have fun.
Shoot bad guys. Sorry.
Let them have
hijinks.
Average action films too. Like, equality is all about letting it be equal. How many generic, silly action films, or even just run-of-the-mill action films, have we had with men in?
With Ryan Reynolds in.
Oh God, that's enough, you know? Just that. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you can join us for the next episode, where we keep running down that road on the way to the Razzies 2023. See you then.